Oh my God. This is your weekly roundup of everything pop culture lovers are buzzing about this week, and it's a totally normal episode for us today.
Actually, it is a very special episode of The Mention because it is our favorite holiday of our time, Halloween. And obviously, we are celebrating the best way that we know how, dressed as iconic looks of 2018. You probably won't recognize Emily's look, but you'll definitely recognize mine.
Serena, tell me a little bit about this look.
I am Cardi B from SNL when she revealed her pregnancy. Be careful with me. I won't sing it, I swear. But this look really was my favorite because we all wanted to know, is Cardi pregnant? And she finally revealed it. She was in the darkness. It was just her face. And then booyakasha, a huge spotlight on her tummy. This dress is from Fashion Nova, obviously, because Cardi is like sponsored and rules Fashion Nova.
No, this is the actual dress she wore, right?
Literally the dress. Like I took it off her body and put it on mine.
Same with the pregnancy, right?
Same with the belly. The belly is hers. This is culture in here. We just like told her she's playing a little hide and seek. And the best part about my look, I think, is my hair because, as you guys know, I'm not a brunette. I got my hair done this morning at Glam Seamless. It's in New York City, but it's also online, and they have so much. You can literally do any extension, any wig. They literally put like a black wig on me, and look how they did so beautiful.
It's amazing.
Let's get a close up on here.
The detail really is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Look at that.
And I just have to say, I just love it. I feel like Cardi B, you know?
We all know Serena's very quiet and reserved, just normally. But today, she's especially on one, and it has been so fun because she's running around the office screaming and singing all of Cardi B's songs.
I love it.
But it's so spot on.
I hope there isn't a Nicki in the office today, and we'll get back to that in 1 second. Ooh. Emily, what are you dressed up as? I have no idea. So unrecognizable.
So I am the Duchess of Sussex. I am the princess, and I am Meghan Markle. Really exciting. I flew back here. I'm on a royal tour in New Zealand right now, and it is an honor to be here.
Thank you for coming here. What a flight.
It was a long one, but I was ready, and I did just put my crown back on and my
veil. And you
veil.
don't look pregnant at all.
I'm not, but I will be. The future me will be.
And I love the details of your freckles. You look gorgeous. Stunning, Meghan, stunning.
I really feel the power of this crown today.
Isn't it just amazing dressing up?
It really is. You really channel them.
Absolutely.
I feel very regal today.
And we have so many spooky, gory, and steamy details to get through. But before we get started, it wouldn't be an episode of The Mention without a pregnant lady drinking. Drinking a drink. It's okay. I'm not actually pregnant, for the record.
No way. But we have our bartender, Haley, mixing us up something special. Haley, what are you making for us?
So this year marks the 85th anniversary of the repeal of Prohibition. So to celebrate, my friends at Jim Beam have created a limited time offering called Jim Beam Repeal Batch, which harkens back to the flavor and look of post-Prohibition era whiskey. Of course, Halloween goes even further back than Prohibition, so I thought it would only be appropriate to make a Halloween take on one of America's most favorite classic cocktails, the Old Fashioned. So we're going to start with some chocolate walnut bitters.
Ooh.
Add in 1/4 ounce of a cacao nib syrup. And then we're going to do 2 ounces of Jim Beam Repeal Batch, which has some caramelized notes of oak and char.
Very fall-like.
We'll add in some ice. Give that a quick stir. Then we're going to garnish that with an orange twist because Halloween.
Ooh.
And then you have your Halloween Old Fashioned.
Cheers!
Cheers!
This is delicious.
I'm so excited for Halloween. Sarah, do you have fun plans?
No, I partied a little hard this weekend. Tonight, I'm just going to be taking care of my baby and her pregnant tummy. But let's get on with it. I was all over the news this week, as I usually am, but this time it was about a feud that literally needed to end, and it did, which was really surprising. It took a little while to get there, so let me break it down for you. On Monday evening, rapper, myself, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj got into a little feud within their never-ending... Okay, well, it started way back with Motorsport, the song that they were both on. And then we saw a whole scuffle that happened at the New York Harper Bazaar Icons party, where Cardi left looking like a busted-up Cinderella without a shoe and a big, big, big bruise. It was unacceptably big. Anyway, so Nicki she's been repeatedly speaking on her Queen radio program about Cardi. It always comes up, and she claims that like people are baiting her, but like let's be real, you can obviously plead the fifth, but she doesn't, and I'm so glad that she
and
did
she
it.
loves it.
Right. So she claimed that her friend Raleigh was actually the one who physically fought Cardi at the New York Harper Bazaar Icons party, rather than the security guards, which is like the first that we know of this, and that she was furious with Ali for the severity of Cardi's injuries, which is so crazy because before Nicki's like, I had nothing to do with this, like look at the tape, and now she's like, oh yeah, like I fully know what happened.
And then she's like, I'll pay $100,000 to anyone who has the tape.
Which is just like, can we forget about this? We're over it. So in response, Cardi went a little crazy on her Instagram. She uploaded 10 posts, 11 video series to Instagram, which point by point, she fires back at Nicki. Honestly, this was incredible. Everyone was on their phones.
It was
literally
wild.
Being like, what is going on? I loved it. So here are the highlights, because you obviously have already seen it. So I'm just going to break it down for you real quick. Cardi begs Minaj to make sense when you're talking. Make sense when you're talking. That's probably how she said it. She was fact-checking Nicki's claims that Cardi tried to join the Crispy Kush remix track. Because there's just like so much, it's so much bigger than Motorsport. It's so much bigger than this Harper's Bazaar Icons party. It's so much bigger than her talking about culture and her being a mom. It's like, there's just a lot of stuff. I think it all goes down to the fact that there's two amazing rappers in the game.
Exactly. And then that's when they started dragging each other about who got what fashion deal, who got on what song, who's really the queen of rap. I mean, and then they're bringing in other people uploading screenshots. It's getting dirty.
The receipts. It's like Cardi's there with her receipts, like, anyway. So, yeah, and Nicki has receipts as well, but we are on Team Cardi today because this is a Halloween episode. So
we were laughing. We hope there's a Cardi or a Nicki in the office today.
I hope there isn't, for her sake. So Cardi then claims that even though she's a street, BITCH, she won't take legal action against the New York Fashion Week fight, and she might consider suing Minaj for defamation of character. In the last of the videos, she said she's happy to fight with Nicki, talk it out with Nicki. So that kind of, but anyway, she ends up with saying this: Nicki, focus on yourself, focus on your craft, because you're out here effing up your legacy, looking like an effing hater. And I have to say, I agree. We should be focusing on the music, not the drama.
Okay. Okay, here's my thing. It's like, again, we've talked about this Nicki Cardi feud so much, but Nicki going on Queen Radio and just bashing and like talking about all this stuff and again, she's doing this with Cardi not there to defend herself. So I kind of feel like she's like, I'm the queen, look at all of this. And then when Cardi does, she's like, okay, and now we should stop and now we can be friends again. But I just feel like it's weird. I feel like I'm Team Cardi. I feel like Nicki is.
You know you are, honey. You know you are. So what's crazy is that I did not think we would end up with an olive branch, but we did. Nicki then tweeted, okay, you guys, let's focus on the positive things from here on out. We're also #blessed. She didn't say hashtag, but I added it in there. I know this stuff is funny and entertaining to a lot of people, but I will not be discussing this nonsense anymore. Okay, so after the 11 video, Cardi debacle, then that's when she's like, all right, I'm done. Then Cardi Instagrams that tweet and says, all right, then let's keep it positive and keep it pushing. Do you think this beef is officially squashed?
No way, but also, is it like a little bit, they both love it though. That's the thing, is they wouldn't keep doing it if they didn't love it. And they're like so hyped up now and everyone's been watching them
What
so
if
closely.
they're in on it the whole
I sort of
time?
almost think they
What
are.
if they like are literally like, yo, like let's just do this.
Like
right
what
now?
an amicable ending for such a rough
Right?
fight. I'm just like, I don't believe you guys.
I kind of love it.
So either it's gonna keep going or either they're both in on it.
I'm Team Cardi. But anyway.
Another relationship that we had some serious gory details on was Halsey and G-Eazy.
Oh,
we gotta talk about them. Now, they're broken up.
Do we have to?
And honestly, I'm sad about them breaking up.
Me too. I mean, they really threw me through a loop the first time. The second time, I thought they'd squashed the beef. But if a couple breaks up, isn't the relationship broken?
Ooh, we don't know, but we're gonna find out. But so Halsey notoriously loves Halloween, and she throws a big Halloween bash every single year. And this year, she's throwing one in LA called Gotham City, and everyone's dressing up. But what's weird is normally this is a party that G-Eazy would be attending, but they're having competing Halloween parties, and maybe they're not actually competing, but G-Eazy is going to be on the East Coast, and he's like performing, throwing this huge party. But I feel like since they shared so many friends, a lot of their friends are going to be deciding which party they're going to be going to.
So are you Team Halsey or Team G-Eazy?
I will be attending Halsey's party.
Okay, Megan. Yes, I honestly...
My next stop on the Royal Tour.
I will too. I really, I love Halsey, and I love her music, but it's so awkward because of the music video that just came out.
Right. Okay, so she just released Without Me, and...
This song is amazing. I love it, but it's blatantly their relationship.
Yes, It is. And so the guy, the lead character in there, looks identical to G-Eazy. And so in the video, you can see that they're like drinking heavily and then they're recklessly dealing with the aftermath and they're like fighting and then they're making up and then it's like this crazy thing. But look at the guy. It is absolutely G-Eazy.
He might as well just did it. Like, I don't know why he wasn't in it.
Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't want to be in it.
What?
And then, but it was so much so that fans were calling Halsey out and being like, oh, that's G-Eazy. And then so she posted a thing on Instagram basically saying, the story is a combination of relationships I've been in or watched the people I love go through. As always, art is meant to be left to interpretation. And you know what? I don't believe you. That is absolutely what happened with Jeezy. And I think she wanted to give like the audience and her fans behind the scenes like of what really happened in the relationship because everyone was so tied to them, right?
Absolutely. My favorite story from that relationship was when G-Eazy didn't have his passport at the airport, and he literally just grabbed a magazine. He was like, "Look, it's me, I swear." And then they like got through security. Like, isn't that so ridiculous? I can't wait for that to happen to us one day.
But I really am excited. I'm wondering if there's going to be any Halloween drama this weekend though between the two.
Absolutely. And we know that Heidi Klum has her annual Halloween bash, and I'm sure there's going to be some drama there.
I cannot wait.
Recognizable.
And the best part about Halloween being on a Wednesday is we had so many people dress up last weekend and then again this weekend. So we got like 2 weekends of Halloween.
For literally 3 days of costumes. It's the dream come true.
It really is. And going to more like spooky relationship news, we have a couple people that have really emerged from the dead.
I love that. I love that.
That have emerged from the dead and they're coming back and they are on the prowl again. One being Jenna Dewan. She looks so cute. She's dressed as a unicorn, but she was spotted with a mystery man, according to E! News, at this Halloween party this past weekend.
Channing?
And then I'm sure he does. We don't have a picture of him yet because they haven't identified him. And they said that he isn't famous, but that he's
like a missing person.
Very
they
tall.
Haven't identified him.
They said he's very tall and very handsome. So that seems like Channing
Tatum.
But Channing Tatum was also again spotted attending Jessie J's concert. So it seems like they're hot and heavy.
Talk about a costume switch. Jenna Dewan and Jessie J are the same person. It is
it's wild. But what's even more interesting is they were spotted together at this party on Friday, and it's just hours after that she and Channing officially filed for divorce, and she requested child and spousal support, and they have joint custody of daughter Everly. But she also requested to have her name restored to Jenna Dewan.
Good.
So she's back to Jenna
I'm here
Dewan.
for it. We're here for independent single women.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
You know what else I'm here for? Emma Watson and her new man.
Oh, I love Emma Watson.
I love Emma Watson.
Who is he this time?
He's tech CEO Brendan Wallace. He's like runs this company called Cabify, basically like Uber in Latin America. He's also founded other like investment companies.
She's so smart, it doesn't surprise me.
I was about to say, that's going to be the smartest couple ever.
Sold.
But he reported that Emma was seen, they were like packing on PDA on a trip in Mexico. So they're obviously dating enough that they're going on trips together.
This is after she broke up with Chad Overstreet from Glee. I feel like she's done with the act. Yes, sorry, Chad Cord. Yeah. I feel like she's kind of moved on from the actors, and she's probably, she's so intellectual.
I kind of like these couples dating people that aren't actually famous.
Yes.
Right?
10 points for Gryffindor.
Which is same with Taylor Lautner, who was started with a new girl who's actually just a nursing student. So she's just like and they look so cute. I was actually Toon Squad last weekend, all the hype around The Haunting of Hill House, and I am obsessed with it. Serena has different views. She's gonna keep watching and she's gonna get into it. But it is so freaking good. I don't like scary stuff, but this is like a slow build where you really get to know the characters. And it's really interesting. There's a bunch of articles written on it. It's based on 5 kids, right? And kind of tells their story of growing up in this haunted house. But it's not real. It's a scripted series, but that would have been. But it's really wild. But what's interesting is this article is saying that each of the 5 kids represents the different stages of depression, and it's like where it's like acceptance, grief, anger, denial, and then bargaining. So you kind of see these different episodes. So it goes really deep, and then you sort of understand like how people deal with it. It's really wild, and it's like actually scary. I watched it last night and couldn't fall asleep forever. So
I can't wait to watch it now.
But it's good to binge. I'm obsessed with it.
On a little bit of a different note, The Bodyguard is on Netflix. It's BBC's most popular show since the days of Downton Abbey, which is saying something. The show's incredible. I watched the season, but the first episode really hooks you in. There's a terrorist on a moving train, and they have to find out who he is, how to disarm the bomb.
And it's a series or it's a movie?
It's a series. It's super, super, super scary. I don't know, it was really suspenseful. That's the thing about scary movies. They don't necessarily need to be gory, but if you're on the edge of your seat.
And that's even better when it's like a slow build, because then by the end you're like so amped up for it.
The anxiety I had, especially nowadays, I don't know. But if you want to just binge that, it's 6 episodes, so it's a quick.
And then if you are into scary movies, what would you say is the scariest movie to watch, Serena?
Rosemary's Baby. It's such a classic. And I feel like movies from like the past like don't seem as scary because you're like, that doesn't have good CGI. But the classic ones really know how to get you.
Yeah.
It's directed by Roman Polanski, and it's a real good one. It's a real scary one.
Ooh. I would say the scariest one that I've seen is called It Follows. And basically, it's like this group of teenagers that a monster inhabits them, and when they have sex with someone, they pass it along. And
It's like a scary STI.
no, honestly, it is. I think that's what it's embodying.
Use protection.
But it is wild, and it follows them around. It's crazy, and then they have to give it to someone else, and like they're just like, I'm sorry.
So I will not be watching that. But
No, it's wild.
So date night, such a good time to like kind of like get up to
cozy in there
with your significant other or not, and ask them like, hey, want to like hold my hand while we get through this movie? What would be your pick?
Okay, so a bit of a controversial one, but I would say The Shining for this one, and let me explain why. Because I feel like first off, it's iconic, and also it's one of those that's like, it's not like jump out at you like I'm so scared the whole time.
Have you seen it recently? I watched it literally last week.
I watched it recently. I watched it literally, yeah, same. And then so it's like it's a slow build, right? Where it's like tension, and then you sort of like see them like go crazy. I don't know, and I feel like it's a good foreshadowing if you're in a relationship with me, how crazy it goes.
Okay. That's why you picked it for this category.
Just warn them a little bit, but then you can like snuggle up if you're scared.
Because I will say, I watched it with my two best friends that are dating. I was third wheeling them. We're all sitting in the bed together. And my best friend never seen it before, so she was screaming, and her boyfriend was like, stop screaming. So they actually fought over the movie. So I don't think this is a good best date movie at all.
I mean, they're in a relationship. They could be like, they can go at each other.
This is a first date, second date.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's...
And you're still like, I'm scared.
Red.
Whoa. Okay, now I'm scared. All right, so next up.
Mine is...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what's yours?
A little more date appropriate. Rear Window. I used to watch all the Hitchcock movies with my dad. Suspense is a great way to just like feel like spooked out but not too scary, but you're kind of on the edge of your seat. This was actually, Emily, you would love this.
I know, I haven't seen this. I need to watch it.
Grace Kelly, she's the most phenomenal actress, but this is her last film before she became the Princess of Monaco.
Wow.
So you guys can relate on that.
Wow.
And
I
she's
had to watch that in my
stunning
outfit.
This movie. It really deals with anxiety, and Hitchcock is just like the most OG.
I think,
of all time.
you know what? I think from your list, I think that's what I'm going to watch this Halloween night.
Good.
So next up, we have Netflix and Chilled to the Bone.
Great category, Emily.
Thank you so much. Okay, what would you say for this one?
Okay, honestly, Christopher Nolan is a genius. I love my baby. The Prestige is such a great movie. It's about magicians and classic Christopher Nolan style. There's a twist at the end.
I do love that movie.
That kind of will like mine FUCK you. Like, whoa. So it's a good one to watch. What about you?
Mine's along the same lines. It's probably one of the most controversial movies of this past year. It's Mother with Jennifer Lawrence. And people had such mixed reviews on it. So I actually watched it on a plane, and afterwards I really regretted that because I was stuck and I was so scared.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I wanted to be spooked. But it is legit the most anxiety inducing movie because the whole time you're like, what is going on? What's going to happen? And the last 20 minutes are so insane that I literally was like, I mean, it's wild. So it's one of those that you need to watch with friends with like a light on.
Or not watch it all. You know, Darren Aronofsky and Jennifer Lawrence broke up over the movie. He was the director. And because it got such bad reviews, like it just like messed up their relationship because he would come home every night being like, everyone hates it, everyone hates it. And she's like, they do, like, what, but I'm in it. And it just like creates such a point of contention that they broke up.
But also I will say I've never seen anything like it before, honestly, the way that it flows and ends. It's hard to explain, but I did think it was different from its kind. So I could see why people were so polarizing with it. Because some were like, what is this? But others would be like, interesting, you know?
Absolutely. This is just reminding me how I really don't like scary movies.
Same.
Okay, last category. A scary movie, perfect that we ended on this, that will make you laugh. Which is hard to do. What about you, Em?
Ooh, okay, so any of the scary movie franchises that actually poke fun at the scary movies, I think are always a classic to watch. Because then you get to be a part of the scary movie themes, but also they're funny, and 3 and 4 are hilarious. And Anna Faris is like my favorite person ever in these movies.
No, she's fantastic. I love that they're such a parody of other movies and everything.
So good.
We're going to have to end it on a movie that, yes, I've laughed in, but it also scared me to pieces, which was Get Out. And if you haven't seen it, this movie is the best title for a film the entire time, because the entire time I was watching it, I was like, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. And literally, brilliant name, brilliant movie.
It's wild. It was wild. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be like to make you laugh, but
it was really funny in the movie. Let's be fair.
Okay, that's fair. And now I think we need to talk a little bit about some fashion that we've seen so far with the costume roundups. Like we said, a lot of people dressed up last week and this weekend. But let's go through a few of our favorites, shall we? First off, I think Rita Ora won Halloween when she was dressed as Post Malone.
Hands down.
That is insane. It does not even look like her, and it looks just like Post Malone.
She also performed an entire one of her concerts dressed that way. Like literally the entire. She sang the entire concert dressed as.
That's
Post
amazing.
Malone.
So then you get the 2-in-1 concert.
She
Post
did
Malone
no
and
outfit
Rita Ora.
changes. She was literally Post Malone. She's
Honestly,
honestly
all that makeup off.
kudos to her. I saw so many Post Malones this weekend.
No, I
girls,
think-
guys.
I think he's the #1 costume this year. Animals.
I don't know.
He's so easy. He wears such iconic outfits. All right, next up, a couple. We have Sarah Hyland and Wells Adams as Taco Bell. They took a more literal stance. She's a taco. He's obviously Beauty and the Beast. He's Belle. What are your thoughts on that?
Not my favorite couple. Not my favorite costume. Moving on.
All right, we have Nina
Victoria.
Dobrev as A Star Is Born. And she took this literally because I feel like we're going to see a lot of Allies and a lot of Jackson Maines, but she decided to be an actual star and a baby. So she's like the...
I was just confused by the fence around her stomach. That seems a little, like, I don't know, as a pregnant woman myself, that like gives me anxiety to look at.
Maybe she's just holding in
Is it
all of
supposed
her
to be like
all
the
of her
crib?
things.
It's supposed to be the crib?
Maybe.
A baby
baby
basket.
basket, that's
Apparently
what it
those
is.
exist. I need to do my shopping. Yes, sign me up for a registry. I'm confused.
Anyways, she's whatever. It's creative. I like the plan words. All right, next we have Halsey dressed as Poison Ivy.
This was my pick. She looked behind.
No, she looked unreal. Her body, wow. And that's why I feel like she's like posting this. She's like, "Hey, G-Eazy, come to my Halloween party."
Revenge, revenge, revenge.
And then last we have Gabrielle Union as Gwen Stefani, and I thought this was so cute. She's amazing.
And wasn't this on her birthday?
It was her 46th birthday.
She looks not a day above 25,
An
but okay.
icon.
Like, she looks unreal, and I love that. It's such an iconic look.
It's so
You know,
cute.
it's funny, watching all of these outfits and these celebrities, it makes you realize it's like, how do you have an iconic look? Like, how, you know, I'm starting to think about my wardrobe changes. Like, obviously, I'm very iconic as Cardi, but like, in general, I think it's just fascinating.
And I also love it that when you can see celebs being fans of like other celebs or looks, it's like funny who they choose. It's like
so
the Gabrielle
cute.
Union loves Gwen Stefani. I love that. Okay, it was a Halloween.
I'm sorry. Okay. A balloon.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Okay, guys, a balloon did pop, but I do feel like I feel like I'm on Ellen, that someone just scared me.
Well, it is, you know, Halloween, gory, gory, gory. And now it is time for our star of the week. Who would you like to give it to? And we were giving it to our favorite celebrity costume of all time.
Oh my God,
was a
okay, I'm
tricky
still a
one.
little shook by that. But okay, so it was really hard to choose for me.
Security, security.
Yeah, honestly, I'm being escorted out. It was hard to choose for me.
I think my water just broke.
Should we take a sip?
Tell us, who's your favorite outfit, Megan?
Okay, so Megan. So it was hard to choose, but I will say mine was Kylie Jenner from 2016 when she dressed up as Christina Aguilera from the music video Dirty, and she looked, I mean, perfect. It was so spot on, and that was just such a good music video, and like, if I had that body, I would absolutely dress up as that.
You can do it. You look beautiful at any body.
Thank you so much.
My pick is going to go to Heidi Klum, the queen of Halloween. She has a Halloween party every year, and this was Jessica Rabbit from 2015. Guys, Heidi Klum literally, like, you have to go on her Instagram and watch the video that it took to make this creation.
Unreal.
The amount of prosthetics on her face, on her boobs, and on her butt is insane. I don't know how she wasn't weighed down. Also, I don't really know how she like talks to people and interacts to people at the party. And does like her face fall off in the middle of the party? I would love to know, and I will be invited one day.
I love when celebrities commit that hard to
And
costumes.
last year
you know?
she was Michael Jackson from Thriller. The year
Yeah.
before she was like a million Heidis. I wonder what she's going to be this year. I can't wait.
Ooh, I'm excited. I cannot wait to see the costumes this weekend. I can't wait to see your costumes this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, this is my costume. I am Cardi B, and this was an incredible episode of The Wench. Happy Halloween, trick or
Happy
treat.
Halloween. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have fun tonight. Bye.
Okay.